este Carmen que tú me regalaste, que tú me regalaste.
How do we best allocate $10 billion to stop the massive migration from El Salvador while helping the economy and overall well-being of the country?
Most of the crime in El Salvador happens under the rule of gangs like MS-13. In June 2010, in a San Salvador suburb, Mexicanos opened fire on a bus, then doused it with gasoline and set it on fire, killing 14 people. In April 2012, there was an average of 16 killings per day. Although a gang truce has recently been made, other methods need to be developed to reduce crime. One method is to decrease the child participation in gangs. Money will be contributed to build after-school centers around the city and in suburb areas. The centers would feature mentor programs like Big Brother, Big Sister, as well as study areas, gymnasiums, and other engaging activities to keep children off the streets after school. Keeping children in an enclosed center will help children from being around gang member influence. The highlighted locations shown on the map mark areas that are tentative locations of these centers. These centers would be built with material to withstand earthquakes and other natural disasters, allowing them to be transformed into safety zones or shelter in times of need. Other funding would be allocated to other initiatives, including increasing the size of police force and implementing methods to reduce corruption. Primary education is mandatory in El Salvador, which has helped raise the attendance rate to 96% in primary school. However, the attendance rate drops to 36% as students start to attend secondary school. This dramatic decrease occurs as there becomes an opportunity cost between work and school, as students are old enough to bring money in for their families. To help keep students in school longer, our plan is to start a program where families receive some compensation for their children's attendance in school. Using Brazil's zero hunger model, the families will be required to get yearly checkups and vaccinations in order to continue receiving money for keeping their children in school. Since the attendance rate further drops for university attendance to 16%, some of the money will be given to help build an extension of San Salvador University, since it is the only public university in the country, as well as create scholarship funds to give to students on a need basis to attend. With better educational opportunities, Salvadorians will take this knowledge and use it to help grow businesses and communities throughout the country. Agriculture now accounts for less than 20% of the GDP in El Salvador, a continuously declining percentage from only a few decades ago. As more people are now moving to the city, there is less farming occurring in the rural areas. There is a total of $3.6 billion of remittances estimated by the central bank entering El Salvador each year, with 21.3% of families receiving them. Many of the families use their money to buy luxury items, and to start better utilizing the surge of this incoming money wisely, we will provide financial classes to adults to teach them how to create small businesses or farms to make them thrive and stimulate investment in economies. After completing the financial course, the adults will receive subsidies to buy plots of farming land or to apply for a business permit. Each year, these graduates will receive a bonus based on the progress of their implementation. To take natural disasters into account, including floods and hurricanes, money will be invested in engineering rainwater passages that will better distribute the water into land for growing crops. Furthermore, the road quality decreases the further one gets from the city, so roads that can withstand flooding will be built to allow transportation of crops around the country. Using one coffee bean to represent $100 million, we decided to allocate our $10 billion grant by giving $2 billion to crime prevention, $4 billion to increasing education, and $4 billion to agricultural and industry expansion. Each section will be given half of their grant money for startup costs to help implement the program. The other half of the funds will be put into an account that allows for $200 million to be accessed each year to make sure the programs continue over time. With this plan, our hope is that El Salvador's economy will not have the ability to grow exponentially, decreasing the amount of people that feel the need to leave the country.